Living in Michigan, it's cold. Good morning, welcome to the vlogger episode, I guess you could call it, number 2. I just wanted to touch on, before I get to the courts here, 2 things from the last video. One is I kind of liked editing and watching myself play, so I'm going to try to do that again in this episode. Think of some things to work on. Like, I noticed that little flicky thing I did at the end of my serve. Like, I've had no idea I looked like that, so I'm going to work on that today. Another thing is, I noticed some people, there's one comment of like, do these people use your paddles? And I think you meant like the people I'm playing with. And the answer is probably only half of them know I have a paddle company. And that's on purpose. Like, because when I'm playing pickleball, that is my free time. That is when I do not want to think about anything work related, because the whole rest of my day and then some is all the different items of work and things that I have to do. And I don't, obviously, you know, the paths cross when you run a pickleball brand, and I'm always bringing a bag full of demos for people to use because a lot of people want to try them. But I'm the last person to like self-advertise. Like, even if someone asks what I do, I rarely mention the paddles, because of, it's just, I don't want to work while I'm playing. And the second I mention that, then I'm like having to focus on telling everything about the paddles and do all that, which there is time for that. There is days where I do go in, or like sessions where it is demo related. But when it's just playtime, man, I just want that time to like focus on the game and getting better and myself, not necessarily the business. It's my free time. I want to be playing, you know? Okay, we're starting the day, and it's my first hit. We're gonna pause here. Do I make it over the net? And no, that's how we started the day today. But actually, we had some pretty good points. Now, my phone would not record the entire games for some reason. It kept stopping at 5 minutes. So I have the first 5 minutes of like every game we played. So I just chopped down all of our like decently long rallies. Anything that went over a couple of hits, I just chopped them in here, and we'll talk through them. So today's focus, again, was really about control, slowing things down. You'll see I'm not speeding anything up, just focusing on my dinks. Unless it's, you know, chest high, I'm obviously going to attack that. And right here serving is my partner, Lars. He's an ex-Racket ball guy. He's just got really interesting how he can do such short movement with his arms, but add so much power and placement and spin. He's heavy spin. He'll do drop volleys that drive me insane when I play against him. He'll just hold the ball looking like he's gonna backhand it like towards the baseline, and it'll go like 2 inches over the net. It's absolutely nuts, but really fun to play with. And you'll recognize from last video, if you watched that, we're playing with Linda and Steve again. Oh, ugly backhand. Oh, and a drive into the net. Come on, Larry. I think it's this point I have, let's watch this real quick. Ugly, and then boom, drive to save it. I did not deserve that point. Such an ugly backhand. But again, my focus here is I just didn't want to drive as much. And I didn't want to do top spin drops either. I think I fell into a bad habit of trying to do top spin, like put away drops almost. Okay, there's the worst overhead I've ever seen. Come on, Larry. But you'll notice I'm hitting the ball flat a lot today. And I got a note yesterday on it, and I actually took it to heart because I always try to top spin the hell out of every ball. And it's a bad habit at the end of the day. Like, it's a good skill to have. Oh, Larry. No. How mad Lars is. It's just like, who am I playing with? But yeah, so like I'm trying to just like use my skills. Like there's a top spin mid-court drive. Like that's when I should use it. I shouldn't be using it like every single dink or every time I'm mid-court. I need to do a nice flat. That was nice. Good point.
I'm excited to play with these guys again tomorrow. I'm getting really addicted to this slow game we're playing. And I'm really liking my hyper slice, man. I usually play test a little longer with these prototypes or try different versions a little more, but the more I play with this thing, I just know I've got a winner on my hand. Like, everything I touch goes exactly where I want it to. The shape's great. It's basically just like a supercharged slice. It's like the slice was a great paddle, still is a great paddle, not going anywhere, but this is the slice on steroids. And just rocket shots with it. Oh, Steve dribbling one over the net. That last game, by the way, I'm pretty sure we lost. It was one of the only ones I think I lost today. No, when Linda and I played together, that game, that first shot I showed you where I went right in the net, and it wasn't her fault, let me tell you that. It was mostly my fault. And we lost those series. We did best 2 out of 3. And then Lars and I lost once against Steve and Linda, and then I was actually pretty on the rest of the day, I'm not gonna lie. Decent points. So moving forward on these vlogs, I'll, 1, try to put the camera up better so it's not all crooked, and 2, I'll try to record the whole games, and then just maybe pick one game to put in here, because all these clips are, you know, a little long. So I need notes on play footage. Let me know what you think. Bye.
All right, we're back. Now I'm taking a lunch meeting with a couple friends that we are working on an app, pickleball related app. I will share more. I wish I could tell you a little bit more about it, but you know, until I have something more tangible, we'll just kind of be vague for now. But it will be pretty cool. In short, it's an app to help pickleball clubs, specifically like fundraising for people who, you know, just got new courts in their town or whatever, and how can they manage upgrades or court resurfacing, and how do they get funding from sponsors, and how do they manage all that? Like, is it the city? How do they bridge that gap between the city and the actual club, or like the head of the club? So we're gonna hopefully solve that problem for a lot of people, and well, we just need to finish building it first. Okay. So we're going to a Mediterranean place for lunch, and we're gonna talk through that. Oh. All right, we just ate at Babylon Kitchen for lunch, and it was very good. Well, my package that came is, I'm surprised it came today actually. So I got a quick story to tell you. We were getting these made, and long story short, they went ahead and mass produced like a sample that we never approved. And the color's all wrong, everything's wrong, but I had already paid like $1,700 or something as like a down payment to get started. And then they were holding the inventory hostage, and they were not remaking them. This is a company out of like, I don't even remember, Pakistan or something. So I didn't know what to do. The only way to get my inventory of the shirts and hoodies that I didn't even like was to pay them like a total of like, I don't know, it was like $3,000 or something. So I have no idea how these turned out. I've just seen like grainy photos, but like I needed to pay for them to get something. Otherwise I would have just lost like $2,000 essentially. So we're gonna do a live opening of these to see how they turned out. So like right off the bat, this is yellow. It's supposed to be like a cream color. Okay, decent quality, so I gotta give that up. That's the reason why we went with them. We wanted like some like higher end materials instead of like ordering like drop shipping stuff or from China. So that's nice. It's like a nice hoodie, which that's a good start. The quality's really nice. Also, this is a 2XL. This fits like a smaller XL, so I don't know, that's fine. At least it's like good quality, and I don't feel bad like putting them online or something. It's like kind of like so random colored that I like it. I don't know.
These are the kind of things that stress me out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give 10 of these away. All right, so you'll have to pay for shipping still. But if you go to the website, I'm gonna make sure I set these live. We'll go to the website. We'll just type in free hoodie at checkout. Order a size or two up. Like I wear XL and this is a 2XL. I'm wearing it as a XL, so. Play more pickleball. What do I do? I'm still gonna put them on the site. Those codes will still work. I'm gonna have to give these away. Oh, this is the biggest, this is the worst thing that's happened. Like it's sinking in now that I just flushed like $3,000 down a toilet. Well, they're gonna be very, very affordable. I didn't even see the typo till they got here. Honestly, I sent a picture of these to my wife and she said pickleball is spelled wrong. I'm like, well, we're gonna document the lows and the highs here. And this is probably one of the lowest I've had in the entire business. We had that misprint of paddles, but a paddle misprint, it was not a typo or anything. It was just like the same graphic printed on both sides. So that really wasn't that bad because we just sold them for half off and we sold them all in like 2 days. So that was no biggie at all. This, on the other hand, is just, I feel silly. All right, on to the next one. You know what? I'm also gonna end the video here. I don't want to film much anymore. Plus, I gotta edit and vlog number 2 in the books. Tomorrow's a new day. Staying strong. We'll get them. Let's do this. Ending on a positive note. All right, bye.